possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Felt me get a little jangly up there before that last play call. And then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Fresh set of downs here. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back to throw. Cunningham. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU, was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really likes soccer and basketball. But football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential. He's realizing it here.
In motion, Hill. Third and long for Bridgewater. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into third and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Let's go. White 90.
In motion, Hill. Again, it's Kamara. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They're
indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line. First down carry by Elliott. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Elliott trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Cunningham buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Bridgewater. And Hill with it over the middle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauded in this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They forced a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down, Cunningham. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. To throw on second down, Cunningham, and the pressure gets to him again. Bernardrick McKinney in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. What? None. What? None.
From the gun, Cunningham. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. But I think the ball's out. They find some open field here. The big fella. Past the 20. 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first and 10, Cunningham. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on first down, Cunningham. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. So that'll back him up 5. Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. A final shot before break. Cunningham forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 3rd down, Cunningham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
This is fielded at the 7. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Eagles on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Eagles on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's Ryan Allen now, standing just about on his own goal line. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes just usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, he's able to pick up the first down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down. Cunningham dancing under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Taken right around the 44. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Again, here's Blount. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's the battering ram Blount. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll run it here with Blount. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Blount. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Blount. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Now a carry for Blount. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And this one's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it goes to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
They go to Elliott again. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Eagles on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Back to throw. Cunningham. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 3-19.
Lynch is going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And again, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Larry Wilson. Oh, now he bowls him over. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long, everyone, from 4.